Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Build Chronicle, your destination for deep dives into India's biggest infrastructure stories. Today, we're taking you on a journey along a proposed project that promises to redefine how South India moves, the Hyderabad-Bengaluru high-speed rail corridor. This is more than a railway, it's a vision of speed, economic integration, and future-ready mobility. Let's start with why this corridor matters. Hyderabad and Bengaluru are two of India's most dynamic cities. Hyderabad, known for its pharma, biotech, and the booming IT sector in high-tech city, Bengaluru, India's Silicon Valley, the cradle of startups, aerospace, and innovation. These cities together account for over 25% of India's IT exports, millions of skilled professionals, rapidly growing business and leisure travel demand. Currently, traveling between them means air travel, about 75 to 90 minutes of flight time, but much longer door-to-door due to airport transfers and check-in, road travel, 8 to 10 hours on NH44, one of India's busiest highways, rail travel, 10 to 12 hours by conventional express trains. This project aims to cut that down to under 3 hours, making same-day business trips and seamless logistics possible. So, what exactly is planned here? The Hyderabad-Bengaluru high-speed rail corridor is part of India's long-term high-speed network vision laid out by the National Infrastructure Pipeline and the Indian Railways High-Speed Rail Plan. Key features: route length, 618 km, design speed, 320 km per hour, gauge, standard gauge, 1,435 mm, rolling stock, Shinkansen-derived train sets, E5 or E7 series. Alignment: a mix of elevated viaducts, underground tunnels in urban approaches, and embankments across rural stretches. Stations: Hyderabad, likely in the Uppal corridor, Kurnool, Anantapur, Chikkabalapur, Yelhanka, Bengaluru North, Bengaluru city terminus. According to NHSRCL, passenger demand is projected to cross 35 million trips annually by 2040. Let's break down how this project evolved over the years and where it stands right now. Initial feasibility concept studied as part of the Diamond Quadrilateral Plan. National High-Speed Rail Corporation Limited, NHSRCL, formally tasked with preparing feasibility reports. Preliminary surveys commenced, feasibility report submitted to Indian Railways and NITI Aayog. 3-state Memorandum of Understanding signed between Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka. Detailed Project Report, DPR, prepared, mapping land parcels, ridership estimates, and technical designs. The DPR has been approved in principle by the Ministry of Railways. Geotechnical surveys have started in Kurnool and Anantapur. Land acquisition plans have been notified in preliminary form. Funding negotiations with JITSA are underway. The corridor has been prioritized as India's third bullet train project, following Mumbai, Ahmedabad and Delhi, Varanasi. Let's walk through the proposed alignment in detail. Hyderabad terminal expected near Uppal to decongest city core. Connected by MMTS Phase 2 and Hyderabad Metro Blue Line extensions. Kurnool Station, a strategic hub to integrate Rayalaseema into the high-speed corridor. Anantapur Station designed as a logistics and maintenance hub. Chikkabalapur Station linking North Bengaluru's industrial belt. Yelhanka/Bengaluru North, a fast access node for Bengaluru International Airport passengers. Bengaluru City Terminal, likely close to Yeshwantpur or Whitefield, connected to suburban rail and Nama Metro. Each station is planned with multimodal terminals, park and ride facilities, passenger amenities matching global standards. Let's talk money. How much will this cost, and who will pay? According to the DPR, Civil Works, Indian rupee 70,000 crore. Land acquisition, Indian rupee 15,000 crore. Stations and AMP depots, Indian rupee 15,000 crore. Systems, signaling, electrification, Indian rupee 10,000 crore. Rolling stock, Indian rupee 12,000 crore. Contingencies and escalation, Indian rupee 18,000 1,000 crore. Total estimated cost, Indian rupee 1.4 lakh crore, USD 16.8 billion. Proposed funding model, 60% via Japanese Official Development Assistance, ODA, loans from JITSA. 20% equity from Government of India. 10% contributions by the 3 state governments. 10% private sector participation in stations and commercial development. The funding model is similar to Mumbai, Ahmedabad, but with more state involvement to share risks. This corridor will showcase cutting-edge technology adapted to Indian conditions. Rolling stock highlights, Shinkansen E5/E7 models, 320 km per hour top speed. 10 to 16 car train sets with 750,000 passenger capacity. Pressurized cabins for tunnels. Automatic train control with zero driver intervention during cruise. Onboard Wi-Fi, infotainment, and catering. Track and structures, standard gauge slab track. Seismic resilience. Noise barriers near urban sections. Overhead electrification at 25 kV AC. Safety and operations, earthquake and flood monitoring. State-of-the-art OCCs, operations control centers. Emergency evacuation infrastructure every 2 to 3 kilometers. Expert quote. This corridor will be the economic spine connecting 2 of India's fastest-growing metro economies. Every mega project faces hurdles. Let's look at what could slow this down. Land acquisition, sensitive near Hyderabad's peri-urban villages and Bengaluru's northern suburbs. Environmental clearances, Penna River crossings. Biodiversity near Anantapur. Interstate coordination, synchronizing approvals across 3 governments. Cost escalation risks, inflation and currency volatility affecting repayment of JITSA loans. To mitigate these, NHSRCL has formed a dedicated coordination cell and is using digital land records to streamline acquisition. India's high-speed rail journey is just starting, but the ambition is global. In conclusion, the Hyderabad-Bengaluru high-speed rail corridor is not just about faster travel, it's about economic growth, sustainability, and connecting the aspirations of South India. From feasibility studies to the DPR approval in July 2025, this project is steadily progressing. When completed, it will redefine what's possible for India's mobility. The question is, can we build it on time, within budget, and to world-class standards? Time will tell, but one thing is clear, India's journey to high-speed rail has well and truly begun. What are your thoughts on this mega project? Do you think bullet trains are the future of India's transport? Drop your views in the comments. Like this video. Subscribe to the Build Chronicle. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on India's biggest infrastructure stories. Thanks for watching.